traveling at a very high rate of speed. Okay, we understand Edmond PD has taken up the pursuit here. Spring Lake is back behind us. Edmond PD, you see him closing in on him right now. I'm doing well over 100 miles an hour, Linda, and this white BMW is just screaming along here. Now we're going to run into some trees. We're going to move in behind him here. James, I want to move over in on the east side of the Hiawassee here and pick it up. We're running into some trees. But we're still southbound here. I'm trying to pick up the crossroad here, Linda. Okay, Linda, we just crossed Britton Road. We just crossed Britton Road southbound Hiawassee. So we're still tracking
Jim,
southbound on Hiawassee.
As you said,
we understand Edmond PD, Spring Lake, Oklahoma City PD division started this chase. Edmond has came in on it. The Edmond car is the black and white that is behind the white BMW at this time, Linda. Spring Lake is trying to take up positions in front of this, but this car is absolutely flying. Okay, we're slowing up here at the intersection. We're coming up to a four-way stop at a real construction area. This is going to be Jones. We're in Jones. Okay, we crossed Hiawassee. We may try to spin him. He may try to get him here. Nope. He pulled ahead of him. He pulled. This is quite a chase, Linda. This is just, and we got a pretty good driver, too. He has been driving, like I said, started around I-35, south on I-35, came up 122nd, came over to Midwest Boulevard and on through this area until he finally got up on 150th, came down, and we're still on Hiawassee Road southbound here. We're coming up to Montana Street. And everyone, we're just crossing Montana Street, South Hiawassee Road. We just crossed Montana Street. Linda, I'm talking to Oklahoma City, City PD Air 1 here. He's trying to join in on this chase, but we're trying to give him updates as we travel here southbound on Hiawassee. Okay, we got, look out. Look. Okay, boy, we almost had a head on there, Linda. That was just too close for comfort. This person is showing no regard for traffic on this road. We're starting to pick up more and more traffic here. Okay, we're going to be coming up to 50th Street here, I've been told. It looks like we're going to come up to Jones Station Road. Jones Station Road, we just crossed that. We're still southbound on Hiawassee. You're looking at this. People that just joined us, the white BMW. Edmond PD is in pursuit of this white BMW that Spring Lake, Oklahoma City PD did it. He just, okay, he's going to go back westbound. I'm rolling around, James. I'm going to be high above you. Okay, he's coming westbound here. I'm going to try to find out the street here as we roll around and line out here. Looks like we're going to be on 63rd Street, Linda. 63rd Street from Hiawassee, headed back westbound on 63rd Street from Hiawassee here. So we're going to be heading back into the city towards Broadway Extension here. Okay, we're westbound 63rd, Air 1. Westbound 63rd from Hiawassee.
Jim, Kevin Ogle with you right now. I tell you what,
I'm with you, Kevin.
This is heading back into rush hour traffic, and as you've already told us, this guy has no regard for anybody else. He's blowing through stop signs and four-way intersections and running people off the road, and now he's headed back toward the city where there is even more traffic.
And you may have seen at one point, Kevin, there was a pedestrian in the road, and the guy had to jump out of his way. It was crazy stuff.
I got Air 1 out in the distance. I'm going to climb it.
You can hear Jim right now, what he's having to do as he talks to us and follows this suspect. He's having to talk to the other helicopter traffic in the area to make sure, of course, that they stay well away from each other and don't want any accidents in the air. So Jim's having to do that and also listen to the scanner. Air 1 is up, of course, the police helicopter. And we continue to follow this chase, and it's heading back west on 63rd Street. Should be coming up on some very heavy traffic here in a little bit.
And Kevin, I was just alerted to the fact that they've got several big intersections coming up. And of course, if this guy's going 100 miles an hour, as he obviously is, judging from the speed in Chopper 4, there could be some real tragedy occurring. You have to wonder why people do this. I mean, what do they have to gain? So many people at risk at this point because they can't outrun the choppers.
No, you can't outrun a two-way radio. These people have no regard for anybody else. That's what's so infuriating about this. Okay, and that's why police try to get them off the road. Go ahead, Jim.
Go on, Jim.
Okay, we squeeze through again. Are we coming up to we got cars waiting at the crossing. We're at the Spencer's Jones Road, just crossed it. Okay.
Well, it looks like people have pulled over on the side of the road, so they must sense that something's going on.
Well, the problem is, Linda, we're coming up to more four-way stops here, and this could just be, I mean, This is disaster. This person just blowing through the four-way stops with total disregard for anything at this time.
That's what's, and we were talking earlier, that's what's so maddening about this, is so many other people are put in danger because of somebody's breaking the law here. Jim continues to follow this. He told us he was going in excess of 100 miles an hour ground speed, and you can tell this person is really zooming across as well.
Jim, we can see from your shot at least, okay, now they're about to overtake another car, at least one patrolman in pursuit. Is he the only one at this point?
That's right. That's Edmond PD that's in pursuit. As we said before, Oklahoma City Spring Lake Division was the ones that initiated this pursuit of this white BMW. When it got up towards Memorial Road, Edmond met them there. Edmond PD took over, and Edmond PD car is now in pursuit of this car. Now we're coming up to a busy intersection here.
There we
We've
go.
almost had numerous head-ons. Okay.
It's over.
Let's hope it is.
James, I'm going to go inside.
Guns drawn by the police officer here. You can never be too careful in these situations.
And the question is how many people may be in that car. We know, of course, that we have a
that's what
driver.
we're trying to find out,
right.
Linda, is exactly how many people.
All right, there's the driver surrendering.
Down on the ground. No one else getting out of the car so far.
So it looks like one individual, Linda and Kevin, one individual. Boy, this was, again, it's a good ending to that could have been a major disaster, Linda and Kevin, because he just blew through numerous four-way stops here. And we reached speeds of excess of 100 miles an hour coming down Hiawassee Road. So again, that BMW is a pretty high-performance car. Edmond PD did a great job staying with him, though, but again, a very good ending to something that could have been a really disaster. I'm going outside of you, James.
Well, particularly because there were some other intersections coming up.
Yeah. As Linda said, Jim had told us and our desk had told us that some other really big intersections were coming up. So thankfully, this suspect is now in the custody of police after leading them on a wild high-speed chase throughout eastern Oklahoma County.
And luckily, he pulled over by himself because there were some intersections, as we mentioned, coming up that could have been disastrous. And heaven knows why he finally decided to pull over, but he did right before it could have gotten worse.
was able to get up next to him there, Linda, and basically shoved him into the ditch there and up against that white fence there. So, that's what stopped this. I think he slowed down. He kind of anticipated there's a pretty busy four-way intersection right up ahead of him. I think he slowed down and hesitated just for a minute. The Edmond PD officer did a great job at watching that anticipation and took advantage of it and got up next to him and shoved him right down into the ditch. So he probably averted a real disaster here, Linda, because this was a very busy intersection that they were coming up to that he was just going to blow through. But just that little bit of hesitation gave the Edmond police officer enough time to get up next to him and shove him into this ditch, and it came to a safe ending.
And Jim, we were worried about the police following them because they were having to dodge cars as well. So all's well that ends well. Here we will find out more about this suspect, why he was running, who he is, and what's going on here. And we'll have it for you a little bit later.
And nice coverage from Jim Gardner over the scene for